Yo, what up, world? It's your boy Menace, aka Mr. General. I'm out here today not to talk about my music or promote anything whatsoever, um, but to express my deepest sympathy for the innocent victims, especially the children that lost their lives earlier today in a school shooting in Connecticut. Um, I am truly lost for words, just like everybody else. Um, and there's just a few things that I just want to put out there and just want to talk about real quick. Um, just lend me your ears real quick. And this really makes you doubt and ask the big question like, what is life? What is this all about? It's that time of the year when these children are supposed to be uh, welcoming Santa Claus and hoping that he brings them the best Christmas present ever. But now those children in Connecticut that lost their lives today in that tragedy are not even gonna make it back home to their parents. They're not gonna be sleeping on that same bed that they slept in just last night. I bet you they woke up happy this morning, not knowing that it might be the last day because some psycho decided to end their life so early. It's very sad. I can only imagine what those parents are going through right now. Because I know as a parent, any parent, the first thing you probably did today when you heard this news is to check up on your kids, call their schools and make sure they're safe. Um, that's just to show how much we are all connected, even though it's not them, because it could have been them. So, therefore, they're like today, we mourn and grieve with the families of the victims in Connecticut, and once again, my heart goes out to every single one of them, and may those little angels rest in perfect peace. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, since we all are reporters nowadays on the internet, especially on Facebook, which can be a very positive thing at times, because to be honest with you, that's how I even found out about today's tragedy, right? But it's not always about just posting statuses on your timeline about the current event just to keep up with everybody else. It's more so about how you truly feel about the situation and what you can do to bring for change in your community. How can you prevent this from happening in your backyard? Because whether you like it or not, nobody is exempted. We can all fall victim to such hate. And a day like today, we are all affected because somehow we are all connected. Today, this may have happened in Connecticut. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And tomorrow, this might happen in my backyard in Virginia. And the next day, it might happen in your backyard in Houston, Texas. So what I'm trying to say is, how can you prevent this? How can you promote non-violence? How can you promote peace? And use the internet as your tool, as your weapon. A wise man once said, he said, no man in this world is born with hatred in their heart for another person because of the color of the skin, background, or religious preferences or whatsoever. He said, hate is something that we must learn. And therefore, if you can learn how to hate, then you can definitely be taught how to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than the opposite. And those are the words of the great Nelson Mandela. What's that trying to say is that human beings, like we are good in nature. Even the worst of people that we've had in this lifetime were born good. They grew up learning not to hate. And that all depends on your upbringing, your lifestyle. Your community, the people around you, the things that we do, the things that we see, some of the music that we listen to. God knows how mad and distraught I am right now. But there are those amongst us that are mentally ill. There are those amongst us that are just pure wicked and evil because we are influenced by one another, and that's where you and I that have a little bit of sense and a little bit of sanity comes in. That's where we intervene by helping those that's struggling with their thought process. Because to be honest with you, they might end up blaming this on some mental illness. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about, because I really wasn't trying to make this video too long, is this. People out there, life is not as bad as you think it is. We make it bad. We put pressure on ourselves as human beings. This world is not the worst place that you and I can be in. No matter what you're going through, just look at it from a positive perspective. Just know that somebody else is out there that's probably going through 10 times worse and wish they could be in your position. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. This life that we are given is a gift, and it should be celebrated, not destroyed. I mean, look at it this way. You were given a chance to wake up this morning. You should be grateful for that, because there are those that did not. You have food on your table. There are millions of kids across the world, including Africa, that are starving every single day. Some that might not even make it past tonight. You are an able person. There are those laying in hospital beds that wish they can be in your position to walk, talk, or even see their loved ones just for one day. So therefore you should be thankful. Basically what I'm trying to say is, let's learn how to appreciate life and the little things that we have. Let's not take people for granted. Let's prevent the evil in us from overcoming our good side, our positive energy, our positive side. I mean, tell somebody you love them instead of always trying to fight them. It takes less muscles to smile than to frown. So smile at somebody today. Go out there and give somebody a hug. Let's preach peace. Let's stop the wars all across the world. Let's learn how to get along and not fight over unnecessary things that we are going to end up leaving behind when we die. So I mean, let's do it for humanity. Let's do it for our future generation. Like I say, I wanted to make this real short. I might have a continuation to this, but I was just touched by the incident that happened earlier today. I was mad at first, then I was sad, then I was just, it's just different emotions, that was mixed emotions that I was going through. And I told myself to grab my camera, turn it on, and just talk. This is not even half of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. I'm being extremely calm right now. But I just thought about one thing. The only way we can move forward is by helping one another. And it's as easy as preaching peace and loving. I don't even know how many times I probably have said this already throughout this whole video. But that's just what I think is best for us. Once again, my heart goes out to those families. It's a sad day, and one of the worst in American history. I just hope that we learn from this, and let's not just talk about this today because everybody is on it, because everybody else is talking about it, but actually do something to bring forth change. Do something. You be part of the solution. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to you. Once again, rest in peace to those little angels, and peace and love to everybody. This goes out to the next shooter out there that's planning some crazy stunt. Please think about it and try to take the positive route. Or if not, do not take innocent people along with you. That's being selfish. Even killing yourself is selfish, because obviously you have people that care about you. I would rather you not do it, but if you're gonna do it to yourself and nobody else, and especially not little children. Please. please.